Hey guys, back at the other video here again. Today we got the eMachines on the table again. And I can't really... Anyways, I got the eMachines right here. It's the frame. This is the most I can zoom it out, but anyways, today I want to be showing you how to replace your CPU on this thing. So yeah, this currently has, I forget what is in this machine. I do know some of the specs, alright. I just usually forget the specs most of the time. So yeah, all we're gonna do is unscrew these two screws, one right here, one right there, the bottom right here, one on the top right here. It's pretty simple. They're not the thumb screws, which I should, because I'd be always opening this thing. You're gonna slide it out like that. And my machine may seem a little bit more different than yours because I took out the DVD drive, but it's still pretty easy. So what you want to do is, by the way, these are Phillips. All this is Phillips. You're gonna want to take the screws are from right here. That's on 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one right here. So we're gonna take out the first one. And the second one. The third one, as you can see, it's already popping out. The fourth one. Also, what you want to do is the fan is right here. All you want to do is unplug it, which is a pretty dark area where, sorry, this one, you're just gonna want to unplug it so you can have full access. There we go. And dang, I did put a bunch of thermal paste on this one, but I always want the chips to run decently. So this is an AM2 socket, so you're gonna want to have an AM2 socket. And so let me just get this in focus. Alright, there you go. What you wanna do is slide it out. You're gonna want to slide it out like that and pull up, and it should move by itself. Now for the arrow, it's right here. You want to see the arrow right there. That's the only error, the arrow. And so what I'm going to start doing is, this is a AMD Athlon X64 8 X2. I actually didn't even say it. I do have the specs for this, but this is an older chip. It's from 2005, but this one is actually much more better with speed. Alright, so you want to pull it out. Be careful with your pins. I'm gonna take this one out, put it over here. Want to inspect these pins. Make sure your pins are always good. Seems good. Alright. Hopefully this one works. Now you want to put it back in with that arrow facing where the original arrow was, as you could see. What you want to do is just slide it in there. Boom. It should just slide in by itself. Now you want to pull the level down, and boom, it's back inserted. Let me just do a little bit shaky. You don't have to do this really, but there you go. Now you want to put is thermal paste. So yeah. So I don't have any of the other stuff anymore. It ran out. what did I use it on? It was on that Dell Inspiron. But yeah. This is a thermal paste. I ordered something and it came with 3 of them. This one's supposed to come with, they never included it, so that's what they're gonna have to do. So yeah, look at that. So let's just put it on there. There's barely nothing coming out. Like that. Maybe something we should do. Doesn't get on the motherboard. Alright, that seems good enough. Just in case, we'll add one more packet of this stuff. The other thing that I ordered for this, it came with that. It came with some thermal pads, but those thermal pads, I want to put the good stuff on it. I don't even own the item, so. Alright, anyways. We want to clean this off, so let's clean it off with isopropyl alcohol and a towel. Alright, I cleaned off the old one. We packaged it up. Here it is. We packaged it up. So now what we want to do is install the heatsink back how it was. I'm pretty sure it was like this. I'll line them up with the screws. Alright, cool. What I always like to do is this pattern, which I like to go from here to over here. To over here. To over here. And then make sure to plug in your fan. Fully plugged in, there we go. Alright, now we can reassemble everything. It's pretty easy. Reassemble it. Close it back up. Alright, there you go. And then we can screw everything back in. If we have a problem, we can open this up pretty easily. But I have a pretty good feeling that this is going to work fine. Screw this in there. Boom. Alright, now we can boot this up and hopefully it runs much more better than the original one. Alright, so we got the everything plugged in. So in 3, 2, 1. It's turning on. Will it display anything? It's displaying. Now we wait for it to fully boot. It succeeded. It's booting up into Windows 8.1. Ever since I posted that Linux video, like I actually, even after the Linux video, after I recorded it, I didn't even edit it. After I recorded it, I switched back to Windows 8.1. I did try other Linux distros, but yeah, getting devices ready. It's getting the processor ready then. Okay, so I just want to talk about the old processor that was in this thing. So it was an AMD Athlon 2650E. That was the processor. It was 1.660 gigahertz with 610 threads. And this is, I'm pretty sure, let me check the listing that I bought this originally from. It is supposed to be a Athlon 64X2 4000 plus 2.1 gigahertz dual core processor. So let's see if that's true or not. So what we're gonna do is go to Task Manager. We're gonna go to Performance, and it is, I just want to see the full name here. And yeah, there it is. It's doing absolutely nothing, and it's on 100%. But there you go, we got, it's a 2.10 gigahertz one compared to the one that we had on here, which is right here, which, as you can see, it was using 100%, and that was on YouTube. But yeah, so this should have worked. There was better options, but for my personal, this is the one that I got recommended, because there was a other one, I forgot which model it was. There was a other model, but I had to upgrade the fan, which I don't know what fan this thing uses. I had to upgrade this whole thing basically. I didn't want to put a whole other one in there. I don't know which one is usable with this one. There was a second one, but I had to upgrade the power supply in this thing. And you know, this is an eMachines PC, and most likely there's no power supplies that will work, because this thing is so small. This probably uses a power supply only just for this PC. So I doubt that it was gonna work with any other power supply that is probably on the market. So yeah, but that's all, guys. Hope you like this video. Comment, like, okay, actually this is this thing. I want to show you guys this. So this is my graphics card right here. That is it. But anyways, hope you guys like this video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. It is pulling in cold air though. A bunch of hot air. What if it closes? That's like the speed I would usually run with the old processor. It's going crazy.